Yes, Terry, sorry, we had technical difficulties here. The router went. All of a sudden, I just lost my internet. Thanks for rejoining, though. We were on a bit of a roll there in chat. I don't know if how many people are going to rejoin. All right. I think it's time to start building out the roof. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this stuff that I was building earlier. Kind of happy my internet didn't die while I was doing that, unless it did and I didn't know. I looked over and I noticed I wasn't streaming anymore. I don't know when it cut out. Be nice to listen to some music while I'm doing this, but I don't know if I'm allowed to. I know on Twitch. Twitch. They'll ban you real quick or some dumb crap. Oh, it's not. I figured if I was going to do a live stream, I might as well do it on YouTube. If it works for Dr. Disrespect, all good. I'm not a fan of Twitch. I don't really like them as a company. That doesn't work. How's that gonna look? Probably not very good. Let's see here. Oh God. I don't know. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee? No. I think I'd rather just leave it like that. I mean, for how high up it is. No, definitely not. It's horrible. Okay. Good afternoon. We're just getting back after an internet disconnect. Slowianian. I don't even know. We're just gonna call you slow. I mean, that's not an insult. Just that's because I can't pronounce your name. How you doing? Gotta figure. Oh my lord! See that? Drives me nuts. Doesn't line up. Let me check my reference picture here. Let's see what we got going on there. Ayo, pork side. I'm looking at my reference picture. Doesn't appear that this part of the roof is going to be visible, so we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it as is. I'll just start here. The sun is killing me. Burns my eyes, legit. I can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, that's worse. We're going night mode. Going dark. Get in your home. Are you too good for your home? Ew. Hell no. That's not gonna work. Let's get our peek in first. To bring it back slightly. How are we gonna tie that in? Oh, we don't. We don't have to. There is going to be a spire here according to the picture. So we don't even have to worry about that. See what I did there? For anybody that's tuning in from last stream, I was talking about how I was Canadian. Had to throw in that a boot. Right. We got a spire going on here. So we're gonna start building a spire. If any point anybody wants to ask a question about how to build something, or don't hesitate. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that. Can we? Yes. How many instances are we at? 26,213. And I'm getting 25. That's weird. I'm usually getting around 50 in this area. Weird flex, bro. Oh. Yeah, okay. This is not going to work out. We're going to pretend that gap is not there. And I've got another stage to go on this spire. Jeez, you think it was my first day building. I feel that's sufficient. Guys are quiet. No questions. Yeah. Hmm. I don't like it. What happens if... Oh, I got an idea. Let's try this. That's a 26. I need a 45. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Where are my viewers from right now? Somebody tell me where you're from. Be proud. Let's hear it. What part of the world is watching right now? Damn it. Guys are shy. Yep. I'll go with that. Good enough for Canada. Alright. Now we have dormers we've got to put in. 3 dormers. How are we going to fit 3 dormers in here? 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Try the 26. $45 or $26. Alright, well, let's try it this way. We won't be able to fit 3 in if we do it that way. But that's the proper way to do it. Only fit 2. I am getting some kind of notification and I don't know what it is. It sounded like a subscribing notification. So if you subscribed, thank you. I don't know if I have my notifications turned on. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to fit 3 dormers in here and it doesn't look like it's going to work this way. I don't know how I'm going to get this done. So let's lay it out roughly. I want to see a comparison between the 45 and the 26 dormer, what it will... oh my god, my chat just came up. Finally. Guys, my chat was not working. It just popped up. So I'm going to read it and get back to you guys. All right, so... Matthew from Poland, thank you. Ghost, any chance you're planning on doing a build guide for your longhouse? Timon, yes. I am. It is on my list of things to do. From Poland. Wow, Poland. That's far from me. A few meters away. Spawned 1,000 meads yesterday. Regretful decision. Yeah. Yep. You're a great architect and builder. Your castle is awesome. Thank you. Are all the supports iron gates or iron pillars? No, for supports, what I'm using is, I don't know if you guys are still chatting, watching. If you guys are still watching, can you send me a chat to say yes? Because I'm not too sure if my actual chat is up to date or if there's a big lag. Yeah, I guess there was a big lag in the chat. Good 10 minutes. But, anyhow, NBR, thank you. Where was I here? Okay, supporting. No, I'm not using iron. Well, I am. I'm doing two things. Let me just turn the lights on here. Time of day, 0.5. Okay, so for a support, what I'm doing is two things. So what I'll do is I'll stick a support down, wood iron, something like this. If you're wondering, these little sundials were a request somebody had about making a sundial. I'm kind of meshing them in like this, and then when I get too high, I spawn in, where can I show you? I can probably show you in here. I'm spawning in a specific rock. Yes, right here. So I'm spawning in this specific rock. It's called spawn rock underscore destructible underscore test, and it has no physics. It doesn't fall. So what I do is I spawn that in when I don't have any more structural stability from the iron, and you'll see them like in here, and then I mine them out so it's one rock just meshed in. And what that does is it resets from, say, a red. I was getting close to red there, so it resets it to a foundation because it thinks it's in the ground. So that's how I'm doing that. Try to get large open indoor space in my build, yet I can't achieve anything stable beyond 5 floors panel wide. Okay, so I'm assuming this reply is for Cease X. I'm assuming you're talking in survival, legit. You're not in creative. So if you have to go, what was it, 4 panels wide? The reason why 5 is the max is because 5 is the max. From a foundation piece, you can only go 5. So, like anything that's blue, blue, that's green. So that would be 4. Let's test it. What do we have here? We've got 5. I can't see anything because of this light. That's why I was in there. Okay, so that's foundation. That's blue, right? So we should be able to get 4. Is it 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3. Wait, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one should break once it resets. Oh, there it goes. So you can only get 5 pieces off a foundation blue piece before it breaks, and it needs to be supported. To go longer than that, you need to use either core wood, which a core wood beam counts as 1 piece, but it's 2 times as long. So it's actually 2 of these but it counts as 1, so you could get 5 of these. And then even more are wood iron beams. I think it's 12. You can go 12 before you need to support on wood iron. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm incorrect. But that is the reason why you can't go more than 5. You need to support it. Chat. Romania. Ooh, Romania. Poland. Transylvania. Getting late over there, isn't it? For me? No, I'm in Canada. It is 3:25 p.m. Go. Sorry. Slovenian. I'm in Canada, like I said. Still watching. Okay, so yes, okay, good. All right, I wanted to make sure that it was going up. Yeah, sorry. I was like super silent because I didn't have any chat come through, but now it's all coming through. Nobody gets it right and it's all right. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm just here building. If you guys want to know how to do something, I'm not too sure if all of you or most of you have watched any videos on my channel. My town is pretty well known. Remove drops. Wondering how the support was going so far beyond what I had seen the rock spawn. That would definitely help. Now, obviously you can't do that. The spawning the rock. I'll show you the command, actually. I have to do it somewhere. Spawning the rock in, you obviously can't do in not creative, but survival. It's got to be in creative. So to get around that in creative, you just have to support it with either, like I said, core wood posts or wood iron posts or even these. But just keep in mind, after you reach 5, you need to support it because it will go red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 5 after a blue. I'll be honest with you, I can't really remember. I just pay attention to colors. Stone, I know you can go up 8. So that red, that's the max. That's the max I can go. So if I want to extend this, what I will do is I will use this command. I already have it on my notepad, so I'm copying it. Spawn rock, capital R, _ destructible test. And what that does, throws that in. And then I just go and I start picking away at it until I get 1 rock left in it. That's kind of hidden. Yes, 56G. What up, Canada? Can you build a Kattegat from? Can you build a Kattegat from Viking series? I think you're referring to Kattegat, or whatever, the main town from the Viking series. Believe it or not, that town is fictional. The Kattegat is actually the river or the strait that is in that area. But they used it, the Kattegat Strait. They used it as the town name. Can I build it? Yes, I can build it. Will I build it? I don't know. I do have a whole list of things that I'm slated to go through. If I do build it, it will be a long time from now. Without the use of the rock spawn, is it safe to assume that you could use the ironwood poles on non-creative? Yes, absolutely, but not for this build. You could not... Legit, you can't build something this tall in legit. It's just, unless somehow you were able to pin it up against the side of the mountain. Like, if I go down through here, what I've done here is, instead of spawning the rock 8,000 times along this wall, I just used support. So this one is a foundation and it starts slowly going, it goes yellow. So now that's supporting that yellow. Otherwise, that would be orange, because this one below it is yellow. Because gravity, obviously, this is sitting on this post, so this post isn't really supporting this. It would just fall off of it. So if this wasn't here, this would be orange, and then this would be red. right? But see, I've supported it and kind of reset the stability. So the only way to, the highest you can build is as high as these wood iron beams and posts will allow you, which I think is 12. It could be more. I'm not entirely sure on that number. But you also have to remember with stability is that it does not support below it. It only supports above it. Let's test that. So if I slap this, let's do a wall. If I slap this here and I slap this, okay, and I slap this here, the top one should stay, the bottom one will break. It's gonna make a fool out of me because it's actually meshed inside of it, like you see, so that's a bad. Let's put this here. That should break, I think. We'll find out. And if it doesn't, whatever. I was wrong. I'm a man, I can admit it. Could always do a Dracula castle, so clearly I'm wrong. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know how I built this place. I'll be honest. Oh, look, it's red. It might actually break. I know for sure this one will break. Could always do a Dracula castle, so many examples, or Carmilla's, so many turrets in those, though, narrow bridges. Yeah, you see it broke. So apparently it does support underneath, and I'm just dumb. Castles. This is probably the only castle I'm gonna build, to be honest with you. It's big, it's grand, it's good enough. It's not even done yet. There's still a plan to extend this out here. I want to do all of the landscaping / hardscaping around this area. They have a circular fountain by the looks of the reference picture. It's been so many years. It's from Fable 2, the video game. It's called the Fairfax Castle. I haven't played that game since I was a kid, so I'm not entirely sure what it really looks like. Who's your guys' favorite Valheim YouTuber? We were talking about, oh my goodness, the name escaped me all of a sudden. My last stream that cut out because my internet died. I can't remember. Anyways, we were chatting about different YouTubers. Do you guys have a favorite? And don't say me. Does your computer hate you right now, FPS wise? I'm getting 38. Seems to be holding up well. Usually people's towns does lag to heck. Up here, I'm at 33, fluctuating between 38 and 33. 2 days ago, I was getting 50. But in my town, which I'm not too sure if any of you are familiar with, that I'm going to go to, I say this every time I go through this portal. I tell people the same thing. I do not bring anything that is not legit in this through this portal. This town you're about to see is 100% legit. Remove drops. So this is like, it's on the same seed, but I'm building this castle in creative. My town, which is fairly impressive, is all legit. And I get 18 to 30. Regularly around 18, 20, 25, somewhere around there in terms of frames. Thanks, Husky. You a man as well. I hope you're a man when I say that. Don't want to assume genders here. You have the best builds by far, man. Thanks, 60 or 56G. I think weren't you on my last stream there just before my internet cut out? I'm pretty sure you were. Or maybe I'm just mixing up my streams. I said the last time, I'm not the best builder. I will not claim to be or accept the best. I am a good builder. I am one of the very talented builders in Valheim. I will take that, but I don't claim to be the best. There are many people out there that have, like, for example, right now, what I'm walking on. This wasn't even my design. This was a design from a Reddit user called Notiscrux, Notiscrux. Sadly enough, shortly after I posted and gave him credit, it appears that he deleted his Reddit account. Anyways, not too sure what that's about, but I asked him for permission to use his design in my roundhouse, and he said yes. So this isn't exact copy, but is pretty much the same. So this isn't my design, although people think it is, and I make sure that I give people credit where. But everything else in this town is. This roof, by the way, is waterproof, and as you can see in the top corner, it's sheltered. This is my roundhouse. Let me give a little fly through here. So, what is that? Did anybody just see something floating over there? I swear I just saw something floating over there. Weird. This is my gates of Asgard. This is my little market. But yeah, I'm getting 13 frames, which is lower than normal. It might just be because I'm also streaming and the computer's kind of struggling right now. But yeah, I have substantial, the infamous hated church. Everybody on Reddit hates this thing. They hate me for building it. Don't care. My helical bridge. You have Vet Live. That's who we were talking about. Vet Live is they apparently just blew up. They weren't very big before Valheim, and they just blew up. Thank you, Ace. Is it Ace or Ace? Ace. Because that's an accent aigu, and that means it pronounces it as an A. Or is it accent grave? I don't know. I'm not French Canadian. I'm just Canadian. This is my dock. Like I was saying on my last stream, this build was what drove me past doing anything legit. This was a pain in the ass to do. After I built this dock, I was like, okay, no more legit building. It's just too much. And then I switched over to creative and started build that castle. There's my sundial there. This torch is supposed to be going, but I don't have any wood on me. I made a how-to for these. I made a how-to for this raven statue. I got a how-to, just posted last night on this semi-auto foundry. So how this works is, I was showing it off earlier. You throw you throw wood up into the kilns that are up here. Maybe I should just stop floating around like crazy. Oh, my lag. 4 frames. Oh my god. 6. Yeah, I think it's because I'm streaming, because I don't usually get it this bad. But yeah, throw some wood up in these bad boys. It's Ace, but I've always worn the E for a long time. Nice. There's the longhouse build. Inside the crazy longhouse, everything's hidden behind. Holy, 5 frames. So this is what it's like. My 5 frames is what it's like when other people are on the server. When it's just me by myself, it's usually about 18 to 25. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my computer's struggling right now because of the stream. Got armory here. Keep all my stuff. Tool shed. One random portal that I didn't move. It's my brother and I bed. This is where we sleep. What is this? Oh, random door open. But yeah. So yes, my computer hates me right this second. I don't know what else to show you guys. That's about it. It's wild. Took a lot of time. 400 hours to build this thing. I stopped building it, I think, at 406 hours in the game, and I started going over to creative and started building the castle. And I think I'm about 50 hours into the castle right now. Deep north. This structure that I'm coming into right now, this skull thing, I'm going to be loading this up to valheimians.com. You'll be able to download the vbuild file. It has torches in the eyes and torches in the mouth. Lights up real nice like. Got to do a couple things this evening to fix up this spinal column. I'm figuring I'm going to copy the terrain around it, so you'll even get a free silver vein. But wait, there's more. But yeah, this is going to go up. The castle will eventually go up. Subbed, definitely going to try out some of these builds in my game. Thanks, man. Husky, tons more coming. Literally, pretty much everything in that town that I just went through, that is going to be released slowly, not all at once. I do make showcase videos of each one, so that takes some time. This castle will be released when done, probably in 2 weeks. I have, let's check my list and see what I have. First time on stream reading this. I have an arena scheduled. Library, well, not exciting. It'll be cool though. Somebody requested something called a kitsune statue. It's like a cat face or a fox face or something. My brother suggested I build a Trojan horse, so that'll come out. I can't tell you this next one. This is a closely guarded secret, but I will be building something that has nothing to do with Valheim. It's not a building, but it's something we all want to get our hands on. It's super rare. You'll have to keep your eye open for that. Actually, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Somebody wanted me to build like a little alchemist hut. I have a plan for doing a series on my channel for small furniture, handmade furniture, and like cabinetry and like maybe a kitchen kind of layout and stuff like that. Somebody wanted a trebuchet. I'm going to build a trebuchet. Another one was the Master Chief helmet from Halo 2. Reminds me of a city within Final Fantasy XIV. It's actually effing nice. Thank you. It is actually the Fairfax Castle from Fable 2. That is where this comes from. And I'm just alt-tabbing over to my reference picture here because I'm going to continue building. Don't want to block chat. Okay, so I got to build these dormers here. Oh my god, let's go night mode. Time of day, 0.35. So I'm trying to figure this out right now. You can't really tie these in. So I think what I'm going to do is get rid of these top rows. Build a temporary kind of structure under here. So I can slide it back. Everything I do is like, does that work? Will that work? No, no. It's always build, break until I'm happy. So I feel like I need to build this in. So I have something to slide along. see what it looks like once I put the ceiling back. I saw these guys build the Millennium Falcon as a base. Yes, that was about a month ago on Reddit. And the funny thing about that base, if it's the one that we're talking about, I believe they had to use trees to be able to support it. But the funny thing about that is, what would make that so much better is this exploit that I'm using, the test rock, like rock destructible test. If they used that, they could literally have it floating in the air. I think that's the one I was thinking of. The other one that I was amazed about was the castle, or not the castle, the Notre Dame Cathedral. That thing was sweet. If you guys go to Google and you type in Fairfax Castle, you'll see what I'm building. There is a picture on Pinterest. It's kind of a bluish picture of the Fairfax Castle, and that's the reference photo that I'm using to build this. See if I can't really get a good snap point on this. If I snap it there and there, I feel like they're too close together. Yeah, they're way too close together. So I'll have to hand place these. I'm gonna go 8.7. There we go. It's a little easier on the eyes. So let's bring it there. And this one, say there. Not quite as nice as I'd like it, but I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Oh, there's my dog. Barking in the background. What does this look like if I bring this out? Not far enough. Right. We're going to add 1 meter to that. What do you guys think? I think it's going to suffice. How do we spruce this up? Let's see if we can add some extra detail here. One thing I really want these devs to bring out is half lengths of these. Like you have 2 meter beams, 1 meter beams, but I want a half length for this exact reason. Because yes, this is more like, it's more like this. Like this structure with the V at the top, that's very Viking-like. But I think at this point the devs need to realize that this game is evolving past the whole Viking theme and becoming more of a build simulator, like friggin' Minecraft or something. I don't know what to say, but I feel like they need to do that, and that's something I hope Hearth and Home has. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited for Hearth and Home. The only problem with Hearth and Home is it's going to cause me so much more work. Like, I feel like every little detail that they're going to come out with, I'm going to have to implement somewhere in my build. And between building stuff like this and helping friends and, you know, once in a blue moon, I jump on a dedicated server and I just go nuts. I build something crazy and then I leave and never come back. Stuff like this bugs me. I have to choose whether I want my eaves to come off the roof a little. Oh, there's my problem. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, I have to choose whether I want the eaves to come off slightly or be inside. But what I've been doing recently is this trick. So I like line it up and I get this. And you still get like a graphical glitch, but it seems to work out nice. Nice little eaves trough detail. And then what I'll do is I'll add a little crown piece under here. And we have to go a little bit deeper. See that? That's the thing about building a nice thing. It's all about the fine details. So I want to bring this in a little further. Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. Don't want to be too predominant. I want to overpower the eaves trough. Little tiny details. I feel like the... What is it? What's that guy that used to paint with the afro? Bob Ross? Yeah, I feel like the Bob Ross of Valheim here. So we're just going to add some happy little plants here. Some puffy clouds. Don't worry, guys. I won't grow an afro. I know I don't have my webcam on, but I was explaining that last stream. I'm home for only a few days from working up north, so I'm away for like 2 weeks. So I came down for the weekend, so nothing. I don't have my stuff set up. You'll have to wait. I'm happy with that. Let's move on to the other side. Let's give her a whirl over here. So just catching up on chat here. There's a big lag in my chat. I'm not 100% why. Could you slide the rock spawn command once more for future build? You want me to tell you what it is? This is what it is. Spawn rock underscore destructible test. I'll leave that up so you can grab it. The Minas Tirith castle I saw on YouTube a while was pretty much as well as the Helm's Deep one. Yes, it was. It was very good. Had you ever been tempted to many of the Lord of the Rings or even the older stuff from not the movies? I'm not huge on Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. I've watched the movies, but I didn't really get like fanboy about it, so I didn't like Lord of the Rings stuff kind of isn't really my thing. Are there plans to make an actual working castle with detailed rooms and decorations, or is it more of a model showpiece? This is going to be 100% complete inside and out. The entire interior will be clad with wood and detail. It's not just going to be a stone inside. I'm going to have the whole thing done with tiny little details. Do you work in the patch? I don't know what that means. In the patch, are you referring to a video game? Because I don't do anything with video games. I'm actually a general contractor and I do renovations for a living. You're definitely the Bob Ross of Valheim. Also got that nice calming voice like him. That's funny. You've clearly never played competitive shooters with me because there's no such thing as a calm ghost. I am quite aggressive. Just how high up is this castle? It looks like you're almost touching the big tree branch. This castle is built on the highest peak in my seed. I don't want to spawn that by accident, so I'll get rid of that, and I will show you my map. This is the highest peak, and it is up in the deep north. So if you look at any other mountains, they're not quite as dark. This thing was so damn high that when my brother and I were leaving, we left from here. So I have a plains base right here. This is where I cultivate all of my barley and flax. So we came up this straight right here. We got to about, I'd say this point here, somewhere in here. We saw that peak and it was so damn high. I was like, we're going to that. So we floated all the way up here and it took 20 minutes, literally 20 minutes. We have our boat parked right here. It took 20 minutes to get from here to here, jumping up the mountain. It was so high. It's above the clouds. That's basically what I'm getting at. It's above the clouds. Okay, moving on here. I'm so unhappy with this. I really don't like this. But if I can't get it much better. Like it meshes properly right here. Just another wish. Half 45, half 26s, and half ceilings lengthways. That's what I want. Ghost demands it. I'd really like to get rid of that rock, but I have to spawn something else in the back, and I'm sure you guys are sick of watching me smash these rocks, so we're going to forego that right now. I need my reference picture again. Oh. Look at me. Look at me being a noob. This roof line actually tapers up, but I think it would look dumb if I tapered it up. Yeah, I can't get the right angle for that. Even if I created a spine along the back here and slowly did it. Sorry, my phone just went off there. Nope. You worked up north for 2 weeks. It sounded like you could be working in the oil patch. No, I don't work in the oil patch, no. I don't know if you know Ontario very well, but I'm actually working in northern Ontario. I don't know what's going on with the oil patch, to be honest with you. A friend of mine was, for years, worked the oil sands. It's not working right now. It hasn't worked for a year since the pandemic started. But we're in the third lockdown now here in Ontario, so I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, I have a job to do, so fortunately I'm just gonna have to do it. I think that's gonna have to be it. If you guys were looking at the reference picture, there's a bit of a taper on the roof here that goes up, but I'm not gonna be able to do it because it's gonna look derpy. So I'm gonna leave it. There's also no need for this. This can be bulleted. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add a little piece here. Come on. There we go. Just to hide that. I'll go down here. Yeah, that frames out that window nicely. Okie doke. I guess now I need to extend this roof line here. I'm looking forward to doing the inside here. It's gonna be wild. Gotta catch my rested buff. So I asked earlier, only one person got back to me, but who's your favorite Valheim builder? Vet Live was one of them. Valheim builds. He was on my last stream. I don't know if he's still lurking. Kind of have an idea of like wanting to get in touch with some of these talented Valheim builders. Like maybe start a dedicated server and just go ham. I actually saw a video this morning of a YouTuber that had a dedicated server up, and he did a showcase video on some of the builds on them. They're pretty cool. I actually wanted to at one point make this seed a dedicated server, but I don't know how my brother would have felt about that, and he kind of helped me do some of this stuff, so I didn't. If any of you guys are replying and I'm not replying back to you pretty soon, it's because my chat is lagging. So I keep checking back to make sure if I have to do something on the YouTube channel or do some setting. I'm not too sure. Like I said, this is the first time I've streamed, so I'm super green behind the ears on this. Ah, look at that. So this roof line, NGC Gaming, is one of your favorites? NGC Gaming. NGC Gaming. The name sounds familiar. Like, I think I've watched maybe some of their video, but it's not something that, it's not a YouTuber that I follow or subscribe to. NGC Gaming. I'm gonna have to look that up. What the heck is going on here? Oh, yeah. How about that? I can actually spread my dormers out, which is kind of what I wanted to do. In fact, I wonder with this extension now whether I can do the proper dormers. Might have to tear her down. Pretty legit for my builds. Build and tear down, build and tear down. I keep selecting 45s or 26s. Boomer. Boomer, the name Boomer. How many times, if that is your in-game name, do your friends go, "Okay, Boomer"? And as a middle 30s aged person, I get that all the time. Okay, Boomer. Thank you for the compliment, Boomer. This so far has been about one... Oh my lord, this thing's driving me crazy. It's been about a week's worth of building, I think. No, 7 days. 7 days a week. That's the same thing. Never. Somehow I don't believe that, but okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, this is about the 7th day. Oh, big stretch. 7th day building, I think. I've got 5 update photos on Reddit. I didn't update one. Yeah, 7 days. That's how long it's taken. Let me check something here. If we do a proper dormer, let's see what this will look like. In theory. No sense in ripping it all apart if it doesn't work, right? Just lay it over. 3 dormers. I feel like they're too big. It's too large of an opening. Although those do give me the ability to do this and then build out a window from it. I think that's too much. As much as I don't like the small dormers, I feel like that's just gonna be too much. Good evening, people. I only started Valheim because of your videos. Ghost, now I just watch and never get past a torch. Never get past a torch in the game. That's awesome. You see, comments like that are what keep me doing it. It really is a nice feeling to know that I am inspiring you guys. Because, like, before this channel even existed, I never thought of doing YouTube, and I never thought of sharing my builds. But my buddy, so I was having a discussion on my Discord the other day, And a friend of mine is famous. So we, like, me and my friends, we play all type of games. Literally, I was heavy into COD. I was heavy into CSGO. But my buddy Mackie always says, just let Ghost build. And what was funny about that is that's how I got my channel name, Ghost Builds. Is from my buddy Mackie, but Mr. Mackie, we call him Mackie. That's not even his real name, and I still call him that in real life. But he goes Mackie, or he says Ghost, just let Ghost build. He's a PvP god, that guy. He's got like 8.7 billion hours in CSGO probably. But he's the PvP guy. I'm the builder, and my buddy Tack loves to farm. He loves to just go out and just farm mats. So when it comes to games like this, it's just natural for me to build. It's also what I do for a living. So it really inspires me to see that my enjoyment of building inspires others to do to do great things in the game too. So I'm more than happy to share my knowledge, or my guessing. It's not even really knowledge. So even though we already spent 10 minutes building these dormers, because I didn't realize the roof line would extend, I now have to redo what I was doing. So we'll build more temporary platforms across. That's not even the right height. What I did was this to get a snap point up that high. Might as well copy it. Oh, this freaking roof piece is driving me nuts. It's not connecting. We're gonna pretend that's not there. And I'll be around for a while. Like, I ain't going nowhere. I don't have any intentions of going heavy on any other games. I did mention earlier that I wanted to get into Satisfactory. So I might start some Satisfactory. The only thing is I don't want to clutter this channel up with other games. You know, like, might have to start a different channel. Because you guys are all here for Valheim. You know, and I don't want to start throwing CSGO stuff up here, because if you wanted to watch CSGO stuff, you wouldn't be on a Valheim channel, right? So that's kind of my thought process. But yeah, another game I'm heavy into is CSGO, or not CSGO, sorry. Well, that I used to be, but Space Engineers. So I might do some Space Engineers stuff. Ghost, what are you mostly looking forward to in the upcoming building DLC? Well, I don't know what's involved in the DLC, but what I can say is I'm excited for, hopefully, like I was saying, hopefully half 45s, half 26s, half roofs, smaller, more intricate ways of building things, and just details. I don't know what to expect, so I can only hope. I can speculate. Not that anybody's reached out for me from a development team or anything like that to tell me, and I don't know any information. So really, I just hope that there's more little details. But at the same time, I also dreading it because I know I'm going to have to go back and add them. So that's the answer to that question. The other thing, too, is a lot of people will post on my Reddit posts or anything like that, or stuff like that, and say, you know, your town makes my town look like garbage or stuff like that. If that's how you feel about it, my suggestion to you is just experiment. Like, I didn't start building, like, I didn't just install Valheim and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm building stuff like this. In fact, let's go and look at my first town. Let's go and do that. I will show you my very first, I forgot I still have that. Oh, let me ditch all my drops. You guys are gonna laugh. How did this guy go from this to that? Okay. So the building mechanic was, this is a new kind of thing for me. Like, I'm used to building in Rust, Arc, you know, building games with that type of building. The idea that you can hold shift and mesh items in is what makes this game so much more unique than anything else. And once I figured out I could hold shift and do stuff like that, the floodgates opened. Because naturally I'm a very creative person. I always have been since I was a kid. I used to build Lego as a kid. Build crazy shit as Lego. So once I found out you could hold shift, I started creating, I think this right here, this piece of my longhouse was my first real like dive into creative building, kind of. Not in actual creative mode. Let's get that off the side. This is all legit. But creative as in not a box. So if I go through this little portal, here we go. It even is labeled first base. So it's derpy. It's nothing. It's literally nothing that you would expect. And here it is. Look at this. Look at this house. This isn't anything special. I even had to try to figure out how to do this chimney. Like, oh man, this is my first little farm. Look, these pigs, they've been here since day one. I have never fed these things. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, it was this little crappy looking, I shouldn't say that because a lot of people have houses like this, but in terms of like my current build, this is nothing. This is what I started as. So if you feel that, you know, you can't build something like mine, just experiment. Like, I can literally right now add some flair to this thing. Let's take that. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll just start. We'll, like, these cantilevered points are kind of what I'm known for, right? And it's literally just a matter of attaching and then going. You can just add to it. Like, you can take anything and make it look nice. You just have to have the patience. You know, like, take a, okay, well, that needs to be supported. But like, literally, you can take basic and turn it into pristine art just very quickly and very simply by adding small details. Look, you see, like, I don't have any eaves troughs here. Make an eaves trough. You know, add, I don't know, add. Another thing I noticed was on 45-degree roofs, you slide down them. So what I do is I add a cross member across here, all the way across, and that stops me from sliding down. You can add these in here, make it a little bit more detailed on the roof. Lots of stuff you can do. Just add detail, tinker, experiment. I'd watch some CSGO content from you. I'm not bad at it. Like the guys that, some of my friends are legendary Eagle Masters. Some of them, I was saying earlier, a friend of mine, he plays with some pros. I think the highest rank I ever obtained was Gold Nova 2. But I also fell off on that game because I just got really sick and tired of the cheating. Appreciate your vids and the inspiration and techniques that I've applied in my worlds. I'm also known as the Builder. Gonna come out with my first video soon. Get her done, Boomer. Get her done. You never know. Like with me, I just brought out a video of this town, and then next thing you know, it blew up, and now I'm on my first stream. So, I mean, the thing about the internet is people are ruthless. You gotta have thick skin. Immortal boars, yeah. Gotta have thick skin. Every day. Every single day. I wake up to some... They're human. That's fine. I'm not going to insult them. But some person that has something stupid to say. And some days I'm in a good mood. Some days I'm in a bad mood. I generally don't want to, you know, engage with that. But I don't know. The internet's ruthless. So you got to have a thick skin. Don't engage with people who want to just constantly be idiots. But have pride in what you do. Don't let the internet bring you down. And don't leave gaps in your roof. I can tell you as a professional contractor, this will cause a leak, and insurance will be having to pay out. But if you do have a leak, shameless self-plug, you can call me. I'm qualified for mold remediation and asbestos remediation. Just kidding. But no, really I am. Anyways, back to this build. Any other questions? Doesn't look like it. I'm not going to shamelessly plug my real life business. That'd just be in poor taste. You know what? I kind of like the vaulted ceiling look, but I don't like the fact that these dormers are sticking through. Did I even finish what I was doing? I'm so ADD. Yeah. No, I didn't. Anybody that watches me for longer than 10 minutes will know I'm ADD. IRL. Lag. Lag. No saving. Another thing another tip I would give you is always back up your world. I back up this world every night. Especially on long build. Like if I'm up all day, all night on a weekend building, there's a lot of content that could be lost if something goes wrong. Always back it up. How I back my worlds up is I go to my little search bar on Windows and I type %appdata%, and then I go back one file and I go into the, can't remember, Iron Gate, something like that. Anyways, I find the file for my world files and I copy them, as well as my character. That's stupid friggin' ceiling. I think I'm going to be plagued, because one of these things is off. Not lined up. Plagued with roof that don't line up. I'm going to pick that as the lesser of two evils. Go with it. Whatever. I don't know, I gotta figure out a way to make this nicer up here. But that'll happen when it comes time to doing the interior. Good enough for Canada. By the way, if you're just tuning in and you're Canadian, that's not an insult to Canada. I am Canadian. So. Wow. Wow, that went from 0 to 100, Nico. The internet was a great invention. The problem is I'll tell you what the problem with the internet is. Those people that weren't punched out in high school and that have a screen to hide behind are the mouthiest of people. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with just being humble. Everybody's got something to prove. I really don't care if you're a better builder than me, or, you know, like if you have a hint, a tip, and I don't know it, of course I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to appreciate it. But yeah. Yog Sothoth. Yog Sothoth. Is that how you say it? I like that name. I made a perfect Spotify playlist for building in Valheim. Check it out. Maybe you enjoy it too while building. Can you plug that in? Is there a way you can put a link into the chat, or is that disabled? Like, how would you be able to, how would I be able to find that if I wanted to play it? The Spotify playlist. Nico, joking. I know you were joking. I just had to vent. Sorry, guys. My throat is killing me. Give me 1 minute. I'm actually just going to run and grab a drink so that I can actually keep talking to you. I'll be back in 1 minute. Sorry about that. If I talked any longer without something in my throat, it would just catch on fire. Um, yeah, anyways, like I was saying, um, I just had to voice my opinion on people about the internet. It's jealousy is what it is. And I don't care if anybody doesn't want to admit that. If you can't appreciate somebody's success or enthusiasm about something they do, and you got to put them down, you're jealous. It's like TikTok. I'm pretty sure all of you will have a TikTok or have watched TikTok. The amount of times I've seen creators on TikTok do, I've said TikTok 300 times, but the amount of times they've done a video about their followers bullying them or just being plain out dicks. It's crazy. Be nice, people. Everybody has a skill somewhere deep down. You just got to find it. And if you can make money doing it, why not? That's how I started my business. This just this just went from ghost builds to let's listen to ghosts. I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to, like, just smear my opinions everywhere. Love your video, man. Solid content. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the love. Like I say in most of my videos, it's gives me the drive to keep making videos like this for you guys. The streaming will become more regular. It won't be very regular for the next couple weeks because I'm leaving again tomorrow for another week for work, and the internet where I'm going isn't the best. I mean it's not bad, but I don't think it's stream worthy. But yeah, I'll keep streaming. I suddenly disconnected. Oh, yeah. I was having issues with that. Um, I assume I'm watching my stream right now. I assume I'm still live because it says I'm live. There's a bit of a delay. Yeah, I'm still live. TikTok was a mistake. No joke this time. Thought YouTube banned you because you were talking about green stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, no, what happened? I'm referring to I'm sorry. I'm horrible with pronunciations. Saifidi Ikram? Yeah, what happened was my router went poop and my internet died, but I was back a couple of minutes later. Gibbles, I think I already thanked you. Thank you very much. Nico, there's so much more content coming. You have no idea. You're gonna learn a lot. Um, I feel like Valheim right now is a rat race of who can get what up and how fast. And for me, I don't really care about getting stuff out fast. It's more of getting out quality builds. Like I feel like this is going to be a good one, but I also don't know how to beat the algorithm. So I could post this video of this once it's done in a few weeks from now, and it completely just tanks. 100 views, no comments, no nothing. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. Um. Oh, it's Dead Metal. You're back. I remember. Yes, you're back. I had an internet issue. Um. Anyways, I'm gonna try to stop smearing my opinions across the stream. This isn't about my opinions. This is about my build. So maybe one day I'll start a podcast. Who knows? I can be very opinionated. If you know me in real life, that's one thing they know about me is opinions. I can be heavily opinionated. So let's take a look at this castle from the view that the screenshot that I'm working on. Um, Seems this is not high enough. But the problem is, in the screenshot, or in the reference picture, the top of this roof actually lines up with this eaves right here. But I think I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to tear that all out. I got the gables ready here. Did I finish the other side? Yes, I did. Okay, so the next part of the build, I can either work the side walls here, all these side walls, which I think I'm going to leave to last, to be honest with you. Or I'm going to start working on the main tower way back here. This is supposed to be the tower right here. But I need to go and check another reference picture, so just give me a second here. I keep jumping between this and Twitch. Oh, nice! Yeah, I'm not going to be on Twitch. I don't like Twitch. I don't like how they operate. I'll stay on YouTube. Fairfax Castle. I'm just Googling some stuff right now. I'm just going to get another reference picture up to see the backside of this bad boy. Images. Pull up this rendering. What's this look like? Nope, that's not what I want. Not just Valheim, pretty much everything is a rat race when it's something new and popular. That's true. Very true. How long do you already build on this project? To Neo Shaft, JB. This is the 7th day on this project. Reddit is a good place to share videos. Yes, I share, I'd say about half my videos on Reddit, but I find the audience on the Valheim subreddit has diminished by at least 50%. I would say about three weeks ago, you could get on the Valheim subreddit at any given time and there would be 10,000 people online. Now you're lucky. Let me check it right now. Now you're lucky to have 4,000 to 5,000. So I'm noticing that the engagement has gone down. And as with everything, it's full of trolls. So I'm right now 6,095. Was it Sunday at 4:30? I bet you 3 weeks ago it would have been about 11, 12,000 people online. And the problem with the Reddit is most people have their settings set at hot topic or best or whatever it is instead of new. So you get drowned out automatically by things that have 10,000 upvotes and your content isn't really seen. I think you might want to upload your video on YouTube and share it on Reddit. I do that. I do that. I'm just selective with my Reddit stuff. I mean, this project here. Sorry, I'm not playing, but I'm trying. I'm trying to get this. I am playing, but I'm trying to get this reference picture up for to continue working and engaging with you guys at the same time. Um, yeah. So at least people can sub to you, so they know where to go back and watch again. Yes. That's great in that aspect too. They sub to me on Reddit as well. I mean, I only have maybe 100 subscribers on Reddit, but um, yeah, what I do generally is I will post to YouTube, and then I will go onto my Reddit and post a link for the video on Reddit. And I post to Valheim subreddit as well as Valheim build subreddit. I mean, not so much on Valheim builds as much as um, the Valheim. The regular Valheim subreddit is more of my cup of tea. One thing I do like about Valheim build subreddit is they have a lot more flares to add than the regular one. Okay. This kind of has a dome. Wow, that's going to go up high. That's going to go up really high. So I actually have to build out these things too. So right now, I'm going to build, like I say that like it's going to be instantaneous, but I'm building the back half of this. I'm going to tie in from this corner all the way around to this corner. And then these pillars here have to be extended well past this roof line up to this height here. You could post some of your creations, screenshots, and video links in the Valheim community on Steam in the art and screenshot thread on discussion forum too. You know what? I never thought about that. I have heard some pretty nasty things about the Steam community in terms of Valheim, though. Steam in the art and screenshots thread on the discussion forum. I'll look into that. Discussion forum. The only problem, you know, it's nice to get recognized and grow, but at the same time, I don't really want to wake up every day to some idiot that has an opinion on my build or doesn't believe this or doesn't believe that, or you know what I mean. Like I had some guy the other day leave me timestamps of all the little things and mistakes that he noticed. Like why do you need to do that? What purpose was that going to serve? To prove that you have a keen eye? Well, great. That's good for you. You have a keen eye, but you know, little things that, like up here. You guys are watching me build. You already know this bothers the hell out of me, but I've given it a good go. In fact, I'm going to give it one more go, and I doubt very highly it's ever going to get fixed, but like I fixed it. Anyways, like there's no sense in pointing out dumb things like that and just being toxic, but growing is nice, but the crap you get along with it isn't. How many is in between these? 3. Another thing I like about Valheim is the fact that you don't lose materials from destroying something. Like in Ark, you build something, you make a mistake. Oh, well, there goes your materials. I can't remember if that... Yeah, it does it in Rust too, I think. So that was a great implement in the game, as well as repairing items free of cost. That's another great implement. I think it's time to make some food here. Okay. We're just going to spawn it in. Oh, I spelled that wrong, did I? Did I? Kind of. Let's see. Where did everything go? She gown. Spawn it over here. Just so you guys know, like I've been showing you every time. Anytime I go in here and I want to pass that portal, anything that I spawn in gets deleted. I don't bring anything to my town that's not legit, including that food. That food will get deleted. So at the end of my play session, I always empty all of my stuff that I spawned in and delete it. There's no fun in a game if you cheat constantly, right? This build is kind of one of those things where nobody in their right mind would ever build this in survival. Or you need a team of 100 people. And we all know how great Valheim runs with more than one person on the server. Weird and obsessive, sick-minded people. A mystery why people like that exist. They don't have nothing better to do than spread toxicity. Absolutely. Like I said earlier, it's jealousy. It's just pure jealousy. It's like you watch a video and you feel annoyed by that video. So you feel like, okay, well, I'm going to comment and I'm going to let this guy know, guy or girl, whatever, how I feel. Well, first of all, why do you feel that way? Why are you getting annoyed with the video? And if you are getting annoyed with the video, you could just not watch that person's content. Instead, you have to spend the effort to make that person feel like crap. And a lot of TikTok, it's brutal for it. And a lot of creators, they have to deal with that every single day. And it really does affect your mental health. Just be nice, people. I don't even have read comments anymore. YouTube, give me your videos when I search for best builders, best Valheim builds. There is just a handful of really talented builders on Valheim so far. Thank you very much. Yeah, not reading comments is smart. The only problem is for my end, I tend to feel like if I reply to comments, you get like if anybody knows how I don't know what just happened. I just got sounded like a YouTube, like a Twitch sub sound or something. I guess that means somebody subbed. I don't know where it tells me that. So again, it happened again. I don't know what's going on. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, if anybody knows how the mysterious algorithm works, then by all means share it. But as far as I understand, commenting back to your commenters is engagement that helps the algorithm. Simple haters gonna hate. We will not be able to fully understand them. I agree. I feel dumb saying this, but I have to Google search this sound that I'm hearing. I'm getting no notifications on my screen. But, like, what are these notifications? Is this somebody subscribing? Like, it sounds just like when you're watching somebody's Twitch channel and that bling, bling, bling goes off. I'm getting that sound and I don't even know what it is. I have to Google it. Somebody help me. Yeah, and ignoring them is, yep, absolutely. I try to, but you know your pride sometimes gets the better of you. Um, all right, so this is where I have to start getting these stones reset. So I'm going to spawn this in. That'll reset that. Set that. I think this one needs to be... Does it have to be reset? Oh, it looks like it is. So we're good there. It looks like this roof line here is too high, so I'll back that off. Should be 3 between here. Yes, sir. I think somebody made a mistake. Wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. Somebody's been in here. What? What is going on here? Wait a second. What in the actual hillbilly is happening here? Okay, well that's been sitting there for a while. That's got a metal bolt in it. What do you guys think about potential PvP in this game? I came up with an idea the other night. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to destroy a personal chest. It takes a lot to destroy a personal chest. So my thought process is something similar to what I used to do in the game Ark, was build a base out of vaults. And personal chests are about the closest thing to a vault as you can get from Ark. So if this game ever became PvP oriented or you'd get raidable bases, I would literally build a base out of personal chests. I would stack them. That'd be a lot of iron. I mean, that would be. I've been on the server for like 4 months, and all I do is mine armor or iron. That's a kind of build for that. But what are you guys' thoughts on PvP? Side note on wards. I don't know if you've ever done it to anybody, but burying a ward, I've done it. I've done it on dedicated servers. It's evil. It's really evil. A friend of mine figured out a way to bury it without like it popping back up through the ground. Oh man, the chat just went off. There's more lag. It's people tipping coins for a private show. I don't. Terry McGiggles. I think that's the. I think this is the wrong website, bud. Yeah, that song like Twitch. You are not streaming on there too right now. That's like Twitch. You're not streaming right now. I don't stream on Twitch. This is my first stream ever, and I will only ever stream on YouTube. I will never touch Twitch. I don't like their business model, and I don't like the way they treat their streamers. Hey Ghost, just saw you were doing a live build. Your stuff is always crazy good. Keep up the great work. Subbed quite a while back to support. Happy Easter. Thank you. I remember YouTube Joe. I remember your, I don't know why, it just sticks out to me, but I do remember your username popping up in my notifications. Thank you for the sub a while ago, and thank you very much. Happy Easter to you as well. Hey Ghost, you have some of the nicest builds in Valheim. Thank you, Banner 4. The last person to say that, I will say it again. I don't feel like anything that I do is the best or the nicest. I will agree that I do make some nice stuff, but thank you for the compliment. I'm happy Valheim is not an open server PvP. I'll agree half. I'll half agree. Sorry. I kind of like PvP. And this is going to sound real toxic, but I kind of like just running up on people and just dusting them. And like the excitement that, like, don't get me wrong, PvP and battles, they can get very stressful, and some people, they don't want that, and it really ruins the game for them. For me, I'm not going to get upset about losing imaginary items, right? Yeah, you can grind and get all this stuff, and that's real time wasted, but it's like, I feel in PvP engagements can, like, man, in Rust, man, some of the best PvP I ever had was Rust. I loved it. So I'm kind of 50-50 on, like, right now, the way the game is right now, no PvP. It's not like anybody can get in your stuff. Do you use the NVIDIA GeForce Stream overlay program and have your Twitch profile linked there? Maybe you are getting the sound there and you are streaming on Twitch too. I don't know, just saying. No, my Twitch, I do have a Twitch account. It is not attached to my NVIDIA broadcast. I'm using NVIDIA broadcast more for the sound filter. Steam overlay program. No, I don't use the Steam overlay program. I probably leave the game sooner because players keep on destroying my buildings. That's true. And you fall under the category of people that I was saying earlier, where you do grind, and, getting raided can ruin your game experience. So that's why, like, PvP can be opted in, opted out. But I feel like They are coming out with a PvP related content. Let me just look it up here. We're looking at the Valheim roadmap, and Cult of the Wolf is the update in question about exploration and combat, as well as adjusting encounters against players. So it's PvP related update, and that is going to be after House and or Hearth and Homes. So I'm interested to see what they bring in that, because right now the PvP is pretty funny. Like, I kicked my buddy in the nuts last night, and it was fun, but that's about as far as you can go. Have you seen a video about Minecraft Anarchy server? I've heard of it. A bunch of players secretly build a city in it, and when Griefer found out about it, they went and razed the whole place. I didn't hear about that. There's years of development as well. I've heard of the Minecraft Anarchy server. Actually, I vaguely remember watching a video about some kind of lag machine they built on that server or something. So no PvP. No PvP for you. I don't know. I want to see some PvP. But you're right. The griefing could be... Like, if somebody were to grief this, I'd never rebuild it. Why am I building this here? Doesn't need to be here. Does it? Let's check my picture. It's breaking anyways. Check my photo here. Okay, sorry guys, I'm trying to plan out my next move. I'm too old for PvP. I like to come back to see what I built a long time ago. I just want to chill and build. Yeah. I'm old too. I'm 35. But I like a good battle. I like a good skirmish every once in a while. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to be on for about another half an hour, and then I'm going to be taking a break. I probably will not be streaming this week until next weekend, but if I have enough, if the internet is good enough up north where I'm going, I might be able to stream, but I'm also in close proximity to a friend of mine who also plays Diablo 3, and it gets pretty loud. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, in about half an hour from now, I'm going to probably end the stream and continue working on this evening. I will post an update on my Reddit. If you're interested in following me on Reddit, my username will be u/. Well, you know how it goes. You got the r/ and the u/. So my actual username is _ capital G, capital H. Actually, here, I'll type it in here. This is it. So it's underscore hyphen GH05T, all capitals with another hyphen. You'll also have the, you have to have the U. So that is my username on Reddit. You're more than welcome to check out my stuff there. I actually post more on Reddit than I do on YouTube. I hate that in Ark and in PvP survival games, the same thing. It takes you days to build a base, and in a second in the night, when you are not online, they destroy it. Yes, that is brutal. In this building games, it should take you 4 or 10 times the time it took you to build something to be able to destroy it. But I like the PvP fighting part. I agree. I can type in my own chat. You're right, I can do that. How about this? I'm so derp right now. I'm tired. Underscore GH05T. Yeah, I guess that's true. I can write in my own chat. Well, one day I'll get it. Between games built for PvP building. Yeah, Cohen, I do agree with that. That's why I think they're coming out with a whole patch just related to it, because I think they want to. And we have to remember, this is early access. Nothing we know today will be the same tomorrow, kind of thing, right? So, but I think they want to kind of bring PvP into the mix. So we'll see. Voxel games are also extra hard to PvP. Yeah, imagine, like, I know what you mean. And Space Engineers being a Voxel game. Limitations like the distant terrain rendering issues is kind of an apple versus oranges things. Yeah, like, okay, so in Space Engineers, you can literally just dig underneath the person's base. Like, you have to place sensors on the floor in order to sense enemies under your base. So it does add a different aspect to the PvP, in my opinion, instead of just full frontal assault. Like in Ark, you just hop on your Giga and or get your Quetzal dropping turtles with C4 on them. But yeah, voxel games are difficult for PvP, I guess. Another thing about introducing PvP is players will be bitching about certain weapon or mechanic overpowered. Yeah, like, there has to be balance in every game, right? But they've already started messing with balance tweaks. Off the top of my head, I can't necessarily think of one, but oh, let's talk about balance tweaks and then have nothing to back up your argument with. Idiot. Come on, Ghost. Yeah, every game, every single game. I'll give you a prime example. So Call of Duty, Warzone. I used to play that every single day. Every single day, I was heavy into it. I was pretty good at it. I mean, I'm not Dr. Disrespect by any means, but I mean, I get by. As soon as they brought out the AS Val and it was shooting through the map, I quit COD for good. Like, I uninstalled the game and I quit it and I never played it again. And that's because, like, with a game the size and magnitude of Call of Duty, if as a development team you can't bring out a balanced weapon, you're showing, or if you can't bring out a weapon that doesn't do that, you're showing me that A, you don't care, or B, you're not testing your stuff. And if you're not testing your stuff, I don't want to play your game. So that's just my opinion. Again, going back to me having a lot of opinions. This is build by Ghost. This is a build by Ghost, not an opinion by Ghost. Next time I stream, I will set up my camera for you guys, just so you know. But it's kind of redundant for me to do that because I'm leaving tomorrow. And I have to undo my whole system to take it with me to keep building this thing. And developers wasting their time to try to adjust instead of focus on work on it. That is a good point. If you're too busy spending time adjusting, then you're not building new content. And I'll give you that one. That's for sure. That's an agreement on my behalf. So pretty much what you're saying is the opposite of what Activision was doing. Ripping content down. Not ripping content out, but ripping content out, but not actually spending time tweaking. I'm sorry, if you guys love COD, don't get me wrong. COD took me a while to get into because I was more into the pace of CS:GO, and it plays a different way. But Activision, in my opinion, gave little to zero fucks. And I'm sorry for swearing, but that's my opinion. They just don't care. Get the content out, collect the money, and the only time I don't know. I think the only time that Activision or whoever was doing their updates was bringing anything out was when they noticed that the population of their game was decreasing and their revenues were going down. That's honestly what I feel about Activision. I feel like with this game, the devs, because they're... I don't like to say what I'm about to say, but realistically, it's kind of the best way to explain it, is they were nobodies to begin with, and now they're somebody. So I feel like they're the humble guy, the humble small guy that knows truly what gamers want. Like, they're real gamers that know what they want, and they've built a game, they play their own game, and ultimately I think that that's going to make for some great updates. And like, if anybody in this chat can tell me right now that they know a better game that is more polished than this game in early access, by all means, speak your mind. But I don't think I've ever played an early access game that is this well polished. Sounds like wargaming with World of Tanks. I've never played it. I think I have World of Tanks downloaded, but I don't think I've ever played it. The last time I played Minecraft, they didn't even have redstone. So I can't comment on PvP in Minecraft. How high can you go with these? You can't. This is probably the most boring part of this. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, this might all be boring. The reason I wanted to stream this was, you know, I know it's going to take me some time to get this build done. So instead of just spamming daily pictures on Reddit, I thought, why don't I just stream this build? And then anybody that's actually truly interested can always pop on and see what's going on in the land of Ghost. So as much as I'd really like to continue streaming for the next week, I cannot because I'm going away. Publishers like Publishers like Activision and EA are the worst for the gaming industry. They should disappear for good, and publishers and shareholders should always be below the developers in the hierarchy. I agree. And I agree on the premise that Activision is so large that they almost mold the industry. So they have to have better practices. You know, like, they have to be leading the charge for what is acceptable under development for video games instead of being a... Well, they have to be, first and foremost, they have to be a corporation. They employ people. They have to make a profit. They have to pay their overhead, pay their employees. I get that. But they should be held accountable for their games, just like what happened with Cyberpunk. That's a good prime example of Cyberpunk. Sony refused to actually allow that game to be played on their console because it was so bad. You know, and... what is the developer? What? I forget the name. But anyways, that developer spent 8 years hyping up a video game that never even existed. And I'll be honest with you, I think they only started developing that game 4 or 5 months before they actually released it. I never played the game because I knew kind of that it was going to be trash. I didn't know. I had a feeling. But after, I'm glad I didn't purchase it. Streaming is a good call. Thank you, Yurioni. I am so bad with names, guys. I'm going to have to just start giving people nicknames. Maybe it's time for creating your own Discord channel. Any notifications on the stream or you want to share something, you can post it on Discord. Yeah, CD Projekt Red, that's it. I do have my own Discord channel. I haven't done anything with it. But at the same time, I guess... if people are willing to join it, then absolutely. Maybe I will start... You know what? I'll start putting it in my description of my videos. I'll set up a little Discord channel if you guys are interested. I mean, I'm not going to force anybody to join something that they don't want to join, but maybe if that's something that people are interested in, I'll try a Discord channel. Good call. I'll take you up on that one. Yuri. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, CD Projekt Red. They done fucked up, AA Ron. But I think it was 4 days before they launched. I said to my buddy, I don't know if I'm going to buy it. And he said, I'm not buying it. I said, I feel like I'm going to wait and see what the community says about it. Because this is what ran through my mind. They were supposed to launch it, I don't know the dates. The first real launch, and then they had to delay it. I think it was in December was their first launch that they were going to do, and then they had to delay it. And I said to my buddy, if they're delaying it right now, then there's issues with it. And they were really hush-hush about why they were delaying it. They kind of gave a couple of hints, but... it gave me, like, without a doubt, the idea that that game was not ready. So I didn't buy it on release. And I'm glad I didn't. But you're right. Big publishers like that, like, what are you guys doing, man? You spent how many millions of dollars, maybe, who knows, hundreds of thousands of dollars for hyping this game up for 8 years, only for it to be a complete dirt fest. And that studio had a good rep. And after Cyberpunk, not so much. Dude, that... I don't know if you follow how the stock market works. But their shares plummeted. Like, really bad. I don't remember the value. And I don't really like saying things that I'm not 100% on. But there was a substantial number that their shares plummeted. To the point that they're getting sued from their shareholders for it. At least that's what I understand. I don't know if that's true. But yeah, they done fucked up. Hey, that's how you grow your cult. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Ghost Builders Cult of Valheim. Oh man. Listen, there'll be no Kool-Aid in this cult. Must be talking about COD Modern Warfare. I was, in fact, Kenneth Odell, and I'm glad to see you on the chat. You comment on almost all of my videos. I was talking about Modern Warfare, and well, depending on when you chimed in. Hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, depending on when you chimed in, I had started talking about Modern Warfare and Activision, and then I was actually referring to Cyberpunk and CD Projekt Red. I enjoyed Cyberpunk. I played on PC and have a higher end PC, so that helped combat most of the bugs. Well, I might try it after their patch. I've got a decent PC. Kenneth Odell, that's a nod to your comment with the G. So, just giving you guys 15-minute fair warning. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to take a break. Still undecided whether I will be streaming this evening or if it won't be till next week. I am heading out tomorrow morning for another week up north for work, and I won't be able to stream. So 15-minute warning. If I'm not doing too much tonight, I might get back on a live stream. We'll see. I know a friend of mine wanted some help on his server. So, Terry, this is to Terry McGiggles. You played on PC. Did, like, because I know most of the issues people were complaining about were in regards to, I guess, consoles. And you noticed that the PC wasn't so bad? I'll wait till the end of the year or next year to buy Cyberpunk. That's kind of where I'm at, Nico. That's kind of my thought process on it. So a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people, I guess, kind of say this is like RuneScape, which I've never played, but, I don't know. What do you guys feel about the low poly? Like, the low poly to me was, at first, I'll be honest, the first minute I opened up this game, I thought, oh, low poly. Ugh, I don't know about this game. But as soon as I started playing it, I noticed that the environmental effects made up for the low poly. And then eventually, with all things, you kind of get used to it. And I'll find that if I go to another game, which, fair warning, I haven't. I have not gone to another game since Valheim came out. But, you know, you see screenshots. I follow Space Engineers subreddit. So you see screenshots of that stuff all the time. And it's like, holy crap, makes other games look so crazy. But what do you guys feel about the low poly? I kind of think it's different. It's nice. I like it. Game didn't fully deliver on all their promises, but it was still a solid fun game. All right, fair enough. Just in regards to Terry McGiggle's comment about my question for Cyberpunk. I'll give it a try. I will give it a try, but I think I'm going to wait for patch, what is it, 1.21? Kind of like World of Warcraft, very cartoony, but it goes with the theme. Weirdly enough, I've never played World of Warcraft, but I've been watching Asmongold videos, like Asmongold reaction videos. I don't watch his gameplay videos, but like I was watching his reaction to Ali G show the other day. Like, I don't know, I don't really like him. I just feel he's pompous, but I think that's his character, right? Like, it doesn't make sense that I like Dr. Disrespect, but I don't like Asmongold. I just can't stand his eyebrows. It's part of the charm. Yeah, I agree. The graphics in the game. I kind of hate that there's so much delay between the chat and what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to have to look into this. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to do some more research on how to improve my stream. I mean, somebody said my bitrate can go up, my sound is better, stuff like that. I'm by all means, I'm open for suggestions and stuff because I enjoy chatting with you guys. So, yeah, I just want to find out why there's such a delay between chat and stuff because I feel like sometimes we're talking about two different subjects at once because of the delay in chat. Have you ever thought about just randomly logging into a server and building one of your creations and then just leaving it for whoever stumbles across? I do that all the time. Terry McGiggles. I literally do that. I will pick a random dedicated server. I log on. I build some random crap, wild thing, and then I log off and I never come back. I actually do that. As long as the game stays... Sorry, I gotta take a drink here. As long as the game stays interesting, I don't have a problem with the graphic quality. I think the build detail compensates. I agree. Honestly, low poly doesn't bother me. I just like... Because realistically, you go like this, you zoom out. Okay, so my rendering's going down, but... So what if it's low poly? Look how dope that looks, you know? Like... I mean, if you look at, say, something like... what was it? The other night, I was looking at a Drake trophy up close. It's horrible. You can't even really tell. If it didn't have, like, polys, you would never know what you're looking at because it's just a bunch of colored squares slapped together. But once you move out... And that's another thing with my builds. That's another trick that I use that I've never mentioned before is I'm expecting people to see my build from this point of view when I do a video, right? So I'm not worried about, like I was complaining earlier, this little thing right here. Notice I went directly to this. I literally know every little tiny thing on this build where all the minor things are. So like stuff like this little thing sticking out doesn't bother me because you can't tell that it's there from back here where you're intended to see this build. And if you ever come into this world, you're standing here and you might be able to see that, but there's so much extra detail around here that little thing, if it catches your eye, it's very minuscule. Okay, delay is normal. Delay is normal, you need to get used to it. Nothing to do with how much you can push for a better stream. When I first saw it, I didn't like it because the same low graphic things, but a friend of mine gifted the game for me and I love it since then. That's nice of him. Building detail and light work. Gotta love these lighting. Lighting is super key as well. So the thing about this build is I haven't filled them, but like I have to go around and add more torches after the thing's done because lighting windows and backlighting is also just as important. Lighting is key. Let's look at lighting here. F5, time of day, 0.35. So the way your shadow cast works is also very important, right? So this is a horrible way of doing it. Like shadow cast, I almost require shadowing to be able to pull details. Like, for example, right here. This shadow right here. So from back here, that wood just blends in. But because of the shadow, this now is sticking out to your eye. And you notice that it's on an angle. Shadowing back in here. Lighting is very important. So even backlighting your windows and stuff, super important. I'm going to set it back to my nighttime mode because I can't work up here like this. It just hurts my eyes. I would like some more customizable options on armor. Kind of like how they do with shields. 4 or 5 style. Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, funny story, my buddy that's been playing for months just found out last night that you can customize shields. He's like, my son made a shield and he had like a style and a hat. I'm like, yeah, you can do that. He's like, how do you do that? So I told him. One thing you need to learn that you can't respond to every message on chat, and at one point if there's thousands of people talking at one time, you'll turn this stream into a chatting stream. True, instead of watching you play games. And it's funny you mention that, is earlier when I was over here doing these pillars, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, man, I didn't get much done because all I've been doing is chatting. So I guess next stream maybe what I'll do is I'll focus more on building and less on what's going on in the chat. I don't want to ignore you guys, you know? Like, you're here watching me, you ask the question, the worst thing is I just ignore you and just keep going, so I'll have to find a balance between work and play, so to say. But anyways, if you guys, if you guys got any questions, slam them up real quick, because I'm about to end the stream in a few minutes. I'll just wait, see if you got any questions, but I think it's going to be time for me to take a break. What I'll do is try to get most of this boring watching me spawn rocks and try to get most of that aspect of the build out of the way before next time I stream, so that it's less about whacking rocks and more about placing blocks. Oh, that rhymes. Less about whacking rocks and more about placing blocks. That should be like my new thing. Look at this clown. Whoa! That was my last arrow. Oh look, I somehow killed him. Anyhow, guys, oh, one just came in. Nice build. Oh, good sir. Enjoy your travels. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. I am going to be way up north for a little bit, about a week. Anyhow, guys, I think that's going to be about it for me today, unless I magically decide that I'm going to stream again later, but I feel like playing with my friends and streaming just gets too much. Anyhow, you guys have a great evening, and to everybody that watched and everybody who asked me questions and kept me busy, thank you very much. It was a great experience, and I hope to do it again soon. And as usual, this was another Build by Ghost.